content, but then I also do shenanigans during the week. It's a bit of fun. Chat, who have you got? Show us who you got in this game. Let's go. We're going live.
I'm going to stick with my original prediction. I had high hopes for Syracuse. Even after they lost Beans, I still think that, they're a formidable team. So I'm looking to them to try to take this game.
Thanks, Shadow Day. Beans got LAPD. I'm liking LAPD. These games are going to be really interesting throughout the week. Watching these two teams do battle. I think, given the experience of Sewercuse, hopefully they just get better throughout the week. So.
Ceasefire! Ceasefire!
Yeah, you can kind of see there they reversed it. They sent Lenny on the second floor, and they had Fox patrolling at Fortress. So Fox being that roaming scout. It worked a little bit until a 3-hit came into big box.
Yeah.
But Green is doing work in the cubby.
Yeah. Disco Monkey got in and put a little bit of pressure on what looks to be Cody sitting in the cubby in the closet.
Yeah, he also took a bad shot there and got dinged with that penalty. So kind of did that phaser reach around the wall.
Oh yeah. Got to keep the triangle, kids. Keep that triangle. It's hard to get penalized if you keep the triangle.
It's so hard where you don't want to cross that penalty line that's right there.
Yeah.
And it's like you just kind of whiff that phaser around the corner.
Yeah. Shielding every time.
But yeah, it does look, like I said, they're kind of just holding a fortress. You see those 3 people in that one spot, trying to keep that third floor, trying to keep the.
Oh, nuke over nuke!
Double nuke! Oh no!
Oh no, Odin! Oh, Cody with the nuke over nuke. That's unlucky.
Definitely, because Odin, as you can see what he's trying to do, all 6 Syracuse players are at the top. 4 of them are in Fortress, which you don't want to be in like that.
Yeah.
You want to be communicating. On that, it's Fox. Fox is sitting there. He's by that cubby. He could just yell for his team to come all the way across.
Yeah.
But it's just the inexperience in the arena.
Yeah. Evil there controlling the bottom of the switchback, heading down towards the first floor. Apologies for the muddiness of the camera, kids. It'll clear up. Think of it as turbulence.
Turbulence from passing from one hemisphere to the other.
Fix the teams at the top. Oh yeah, true. That's on me.
That's rock.
That's going to be a real issue throughout this tournament, I think. Please just keep reminding me.
Yep.
Missile away.
Yeah, I'm liking what Syracuse is doing though. It's like, even though they're still kind of hanging out in the fortress, not the best thing, but they are just filling. So they know that Green is going to be somewhere. Green isn't respawning as much as I would like to see them, but here they come up the ramp, just trying to get that 2-person 2-3 hit kind of combo on the ramp.
Yeah.
And this is not what you want to see, where you're stuck on this switchback and the whole other team.
Yeah. Whoa, we're getting red network signals all over the board. So turbulence is real, kids.
If we drop, we'll be right back.
Well, yeah.
We'll throw up the Fallout technical difficulties sign.
You had a vest get killed by accident. Oh, that's inexperienced referees doing that. That's why there should only be one master ref in the issue. In the maze. Everyone else should be penalty only.
That's very true.
Yeah.
But yeah, game state, like Cody, even with that penalty, is approaching that next nuke.
Yeah.
Odin really lost a lot of wind out of his sails after getting that nuke canceled, but his team's not doing too bad. It's like Manette's still 10. I know Jackal, like, he's small, he's in the corner, he's gonna be hard to hit. He's still at 17. And you didn't have that nuke to take the extra 3 lives off of him, so
Yeah.
New York's in a really good spot.
Missile away.
I would like to see them, do what the other teams kind of do, where they send the rest of the team down. You have your resupply float on that 3rd floor.
Yeah.
Missile away.
It's quite
I'll
a
probably
hard
message
thing to
them
commit
after
to.
this.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
It is interesting because for a while, like you can see in that bottom right hand smudgy corner that there's no green resupply in that closet. So if they can manage to put some pressure on what looks to be Disco Monkey, I think, coming in across that 3rd floor, they can really move their resupply out of the fortress and into that kind of premier spot.
Yep. And as you can see, green tried to come up, and then nuke drops, so they immediately just turn away. They are going to retreat to that 2nd floor, but same thing. Like, I know I messaged a couple players yesterday about, like, hey, just change this one thing, or hey, try to do this when in the middle of the game. And it's like, make sure you have your scouts calling out, like, Fortress, hey, let's leave Fortress, go over here. Have your scouts calling on 2nd, like, hey, no one's on 2nd, it's free to roam. You see some shenanigans happening in the 2nd floor here in the bottom left camera. It's like 4 green players, 3 red players just fighting over that small cubby there.
That cubby is you don't really want to be in that cubby. You want to use that as like a stepping stone to future prosperity.
Yes. It's kind of like a pit stop. You're just getting gas there, and you're like, hey, and on to the next destination.
That's right. Alice Island, if you will.
Yep.
Yeah. Bit of American history there for you guys. Given the nuke over nuke and the fact that Snowflake has been killed out of the game, the game is still relatively... it's not that even, actually. Green team have got a lot of bases versus red team not having a lot of bases. Best way for the layman to tell, if the number at the end of their score is a 0, they have no bases. If it's a 1, they've got 1 base. If it's a 2, they've got 2 bases. Best way to tell.
Yeah, I think Syracuse is really just playing it by the books here. They're just, like, slowly weeding them down. And again, we kind of talked about it yesterday. Syracuse is a 1-floor arena at their home site. They're at a 3-floor arena here, so they have that extra up-down peripheral that they're getting used to. They're doing great. Green, though, had a really, really nice setup there with the nuke and getting their whole team back upstairs. They immediately go into the cubby. Red retreats to Fortress, but you always have to be worried, though, when you take something with a nuke for that counter nuke. Unfortunately, Cody doesn't have the nuke ready to counter, so he's going to be here. He's 4 specials away from it. Let's see if he can get it in the meantime.
Earth team is ahead by 1,700 points.
They're still, with the medic in the game, they still have the ability, green team, to actually get full. Get their heavy, get poopies full, and then kind of see out the remainder of this game. Like, if they can stave off the elimination, that's going to go a long way to actually being able to get some points out of this match. And sometimes, the match can kind of swing on a thing like a nuke over nuke. You're right, even the red team absolutely need to get bases, but they've got a lot of time to do it, so...
Fire team is
I think Josh is having to take a phone call. He's kind of working at the same time as us commentating, so... Oh, he's back.
Yeah, it was weird. Same with the camera kind of delay, but I was going to say, it took a really long time for Cody to get those 4 specials. He could have got a little bit sooner.
Yeah.
it definitely would have worked out a little bit better. As you can kind of see, it's kind of chaos right now. You have Disco holding that tall second switchback position where you can shoot over into the other cubby on the second floor. But I mean, Red has to be careful here, because if they let the team linger around long enough without killing this medic out, you get to a point where you're not going to be able to elim.
Yeah.
As Cody activates the nuke to take the medic out. So scratch that.
That's a real shame.
Earth team is ahead
Yeah.
by 700 points. Fire team has
So now
taken
you
the
have
lead.
4 minutes to live. I mean, if Odin can get some shots, he might be able to make a run here. He's attempting to. Unfortunately, he's stuck in the cubby. Oh, nice shot from the ammo to take the last 3 hit out.
Ceasefire! Ceasefire!
Yeah, when you're in this position, you don't really know how much time you have left, but you're sitting on 16 lives.
Yeah.
Your ammo's doing pretty good.
Blown away.
I want to see like him try to get as much shots as possible.
Got a backup commentary happening in the background.
Oh yeah, super excited. You can't wait to take the world by storm.
So I mean, if red team really move here, they should be able to get the elim in 3.5 minutes or whatever. And unfortunately, I guess Manette may have been hiding somewhere, because she didn't manage to get heaps of lives back into her team.
Earth team is leading by 540 points.
If Odin's Fist can get to this next nuke and successfully drop it, then that'll help again stave off the elimination. But it's gonna be tight. It'll be pretty tight. We never do that.
Ref's having a friendly conversation there in the box, but yeah, Odin's got this other nuke though. He might be able to nuke enough to like, hey, kind of push them back off a little bit.
Yep. It's so hard though when you're outnumbered, trying to find a place to drop that last nuke. He's got it off. He's got a long tone.
So we roll them in there and nerve gas the whole nest.
And he detonates. Awesome. Good job.
Do it!
He's gonna hit that 10 grand figure. That's kind of the staple, right? Is
1,600 points.
hitting 10,000 as a commander. You kind of need to do that in Nats.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think like he has a little bit, few missiles left over. Definitely push him closer to that, 11, 12K, but definitely doing good here against Cody as Cody approaches his next nuke.
If they can keep Cody from getting that nuke until sort of 60 seconds, then they might stave off the elimination, but he's only one special point away from it.
Yeah, Cody down to 1 life though, so you gotta watch out there.
There he goes.
Next that one. Oh, he gets the lives.
Gets the lives, but it'll take some time off the clock and another 7 seconds to burn. I mean, I think that's the play. You need to make sure you don't die out of the game before trying to drop that nuke. His next nuke should seal this game for them.
Yeah, I think so. I think if he can get it here, I mean, he might just be like kind of floating. I'm not sure maybe what he's doing, but I mean, he may end up giving this game to LAPD.
Wouldn't that be something? It looked to be Fox heading downstairs from the red side, going on a base run. There's that nuke.
So we roll them
Oh.
in there and nerve gas the whole nest.
Odin's first getting some shots in, but a minute left, 3 lives left. Red team should clean up. They really need to go hunting.
Ahead by 820
Odin's
points.
Fist is going to run out of shots as well, which is a real
Yeah,
shame.
he only has 1 shot left. It's gonna be rough.
Yeah.
I mean, if he can just race upstairs and just hide, because like we kind of talked about it
Yeah,
before,
he's on the
kids,
switchback.
you always want someone on that second floor. You
Fire
always
team
want
has
someone
taken the
looking.
lead.
It's like, yeah, they shot him, but now you have to send people up there.
Yeah.
He's hanging out in Fortress, either taking the long way or taking the short way.
Needs to get those shoulders low. I think he's trying to look for the missile. That's silly,
Sneak
giving away the
missile.
lives.
The
Yeah.
sneaky missile. He gave away his position, though. I
Yeah.
definitely wouldn't have done that piece. Because you're so close in the end of the game. If he wouldn't have peeked there, he probably could have stayed in Fortress.
Yep. Somebody's
Move them to
they're
the
coming up
third
to the third floor to get him. He's gone back
Fire
into
team is
Yeah.
ahead by
into the
2,400
fortress. Someone should come across to get that final life off him. Here they come.
Oh my gosh. What are they doing?
Go get him.
No.
Wow. Goodness me.
Ah.
That is a result. That's a result. That is. That was awesome.
Ladies and gents, you do not want to see that. That was rough.
Wow. They had the elim there, and you know, like I said before, you get elim bonuses. So, what it's meant is it's kept LA Phaser's department within touch to actually still take this match. Even though they lost this game, they're still only, you know, just over $2 grand behind. It's pretty close. All right, we're heading into this this matchup: Sewercuse versus LA Phaser department. This is gonna be another great game.
Yep. Rusty, this should hopefully be your close game that you're wanting to
Fire
see.
team has
It was
taken the
definitely a
lead.
close game the first time around. So you see immediately LAPD doing the strat that you want to do. So you're split. Unfortunately, only sent one person mid.
Fire team has
Green
taken the
flanking up the ramp. Who's waiting for someone to poke out a
lead. Team
fortress.
has taken the lead.
Looks like Evil.
Yeah, Evol there, coming up the switchback ramp, heading up into Fortress now. Try and kick that resupply out, but they've managed to send him back down the ramp.
Oh no! Oh, that was quick. So Green was in on Fortress. Oh, Evil's back in with that scout. Oh no! Oh, it's rough times for LAPD. It is just havoc. But you see here, though, Sewercuse changing it up. They are in the cubby.
Yeah.
I definitely love that they swapped from that.
goodness,
So they definitely back in the cubby.
Odin's first getting the
But
missile
now you
on
have
Evil.
both resupply. Oh yeah. You see both resupplies staring each other down. So they're both looking down that straight path at each other.
Yeah.
From the Fortress
Fire team has
to the
taken-
cubby there.
Earth team has taken the lead.
This is
He's
a
gonna take some shots.
tight start to this game. It's such a nerve-wracking thing for that heavy who's floating around the closet to make sure that they're keeping an eye on what's happening in the fortress and also repelling people coming up that third floor ramp from closet. Closet. I can't remember the name of these
Yep.
things. Closet and
Lenny
cubby.
having a bit of a rough... It is cubby.
Yeah.
Second floor cubby, but
Second floor
Lenny
cubby.
having a rough start to this game. He got stuck on the second floor, bouncing back and forth between the ramp. But he is kind of like hanging out, getting resupply, ducking back and forth. He did take a couple shots. He only got one set of lives though, so Odin, likes to nuke really early. So if you
Yeah.
can catch, that early nuke and they can kind of push him down, Sewercuse might be in trouble.
Earth team is ahead by 18.
Not like in this this pop-out shot there from Disco. He's coming out gun first from around that corner, which from my perspective is shielding. You see there the gun comes out before anything else does, but I mean I'm not in the game, so who cares?
Yeah, it's also really hard because you see the two refs there. They're not looking down at the shot, and the ref in
Yeah.
the corner is focusing on the resupply shooting
Yeah.
down. So, it is a cheeky shot. And again, for those of you that you haven't played in Loveland, it's an
nuke.
incline right there. So you have to aim your shot a little bit
Fire
higher
team has taken the lead.
to actually shoot downwards.
Mm.
So.
Disco's done really
But-
well there. Off Odin's first nuke, he's run in and cleared the resupply out of the closet.
Yeah, he just got dinged for the chase, unfortunately. Ooh, Odin dinged as well. But yeah, Sewercuse doing a good job though of regrouping on that second floor and then coming immediately back up.
Yeah, that's
Ref
key.
definitely missed that chase on Wookiee. Oh, there he. Oh man. The ref's not doing too well on that piece there, but they are holding steady in the cubby. Red has abandoned the fortress and has moved back downstairs.
Yeah.
So,
Fire team is
It
leading
almost
by
seems like, and this is similar in
4,404
Auckland Maze, like whoever is the first to kind of flinch from their position, it puts themselves under an amazing amount of pressure when they go downstairs. They're on the back foot, so
Party time.
a lot of traffic coming across that mid floor from the cubby into big box.
yeah, huge nuke here from Cody because his team was definitely hurting on that second floor. As you can see, like multiple single-digit lives on his whole team. They really need to just regroup and reset back up, but they can't, seeing how as like Red is currently in the cubby box.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a rough situation. You kind of see Evil there. He's away from his resupply. He's sitting at 5 lives. Odin 4 away from that nuke.
Who was that in the cubby just then? Was that Snowflake?
It
It's an
looked like
interesting,
Snowflake, yeah.
interesting like gun holds there. He got his arm across his body, blocking that front chest sensor, and his gun up. So it'd be interesting to see how that would affect someone coming around that corner. Perhaps they can see his shoulder first.
Yeah.
I'm never a fan when the gun moves away from the middle of the chest. It always gets me worried a little bit.
Yeah, you see here Red resetting back up Disco over there at the fortress looking down. He came up way too high though. He just got pinged from second, as we talked about yesterday. You gotta stay low, kids.
This game's pretty even at the moment. After bases, the scores are fairly similar. 2 bases plays, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, well, 11 bases, so maybe not that. Oh yeah, about right there. Maybe green team's ahead a little bit on score. The big thing is the medic lives. Ooh, here comes that nuke. Good nuke there by Odin's
I would have
Fist.
liked to see. I would have loved to see Wookiee get that extra pair of lives because the medic now is going to be running. You're probably getting pushed down. Red's pushing back up. Red side. So
If they can manage to get Wookiee out of the game here, they'll be in a
Massive.
good. Oh, and do not pass go.
yeah,
Running
he's
dangerously
stuck.
low. He's only getting
Yeah, he
shots.
just gets shots. Yeah, that miscommunication's rough. I mean, he's got to
There's
hope
the
like,
lives.
oh, there it goes. But yeah, Wookiee also. I know they're focusing on their team. They have to get him lives.
Yeah.
I know, like
Switching
it's that New York strategy, but you definitely have to take lives when you can get them, especially with Red setup like this. So they have 2 in the fortress. They have 2 at the
Wow.
second floor.
Yeah.
So they're pincering green into this choke point where you don't want to be at.
It looks like the
He's
wrestling
gonna have to make
control.
the decision to go down. Yeah.
I like this. I like this play from LA. Odin's Fist has gotten himself in a position where he is doing pretty well with shots and lives, so can actually go out and put that pressure on. Seems to just be floating the switchback at the moment, heading back up towards Fortress. I'd like to see them kind of push out a little bit and really start putting that pressure back onto do not pass go, and hopefully get some medic shots as well. Jackal down to 2.
Yeah, we saw Jackal there at the bottom of the camera. He's at the bottom of green ramp. They're kind of struggling to sit there and get back up to their team because their team is just battling second floor. But when you do that and you hang around the ramp too round, you get those flanks from Red. It definitely hurts.
Good
But
pressure relieving nuke there from Cody.
Oh yeah, I was just about to say the same thing. Good off pressure nuke there.
Yeah.
Party time.
And Odin's still a little bit away from their next one. Yeah, it's a good game. The first game was really awesome as well, and this is huge because Syracuse didn't get the elim in the first game of this match. So if LA can get the win here and get it convincingly, then they'll take 4 points from this match, which is massive.
Yeah.
Good news.
Unfortunately, it's like
Masana.
yeah, definitely. Unfortunately for Syracuse, it's like again, the trouble here is like you can't get any lives.
Yeah.
And you need Wookiee to get lives. Like you have to be able to effectively manage the game where you know, like, hey, I can take it now.
There
Ooh,
goes.
both.
Oh, the
heavy
ammo and the
knocked
heavy.
out. Oh.
Brutal. This seems like it should be LA's game.
Yep.
Cody has got a decent amount of lives, but hasn't got nearly as many shots as he's gonna need for the remainder of this game. So
Yeah.
they're in a really bad spot here.
Yeah, he still has 5 minutes to go too. So again, like for the viewers, like Jackal stuck on the first floor, his team's stuck on the second, but he's lives crit. So
Yeah. What do you
have to
do?
be able to like clear that second part. And it's like Lenny was stuck there defending,
Yeah.
but he just couldn't get a spot where the resupply could come up.
Blown away.
Tough spot.
Disco
Cody's got
Jules,
another
3
nuke.
penalties. That was rough.
Yeah.
Earth team
Be
is
interesting to know what
behind
they
by
are, those penalties. I wonder if
9,100
that
points.
chases shields or kind of a mixture of the two.
Yeah, the
Ooh,
one was a
Odin's
chase.
Fist with
We
the
saw
nuke.
it.
Ceasefire.
Yep.
Good nuke. Now, if LA really bust a move here, they could get this Elam, and if they get the Elam, then that secures them. Absolutely secures them the match win.
Yep.
Apparently, the score differs 2.5 grand. So, I mean, at this point, they're gonna get the 4 points out of this match. So, what a comeback!
Yeah, like I said, man, 45 seconds, Odin 1 life, no shots. You hate to see it. He just went straight upstairs and just hid.
Yeah,
So, I mean, it's stuff that you want to happen early now, so you can kind of get ahead of it. But it is still really
Fire
tough
team
to
is
see that
ahead
happen
by
because that could have been
9,300
Syracuse's
points.
match. Like that 10K cushion could have at least given you, 4 points versus you're only going to get 2 points at this point. But I mean, they definitely have a lot to build on. But I would just say like they got to shore up the live speech. You got to prioritize. You got to communicate. Be like, hey, hit everyone, then shoot me with lives. The ammo has got to get lives, and then you can't leave your heavy out stranded. Like Lenny was doing work on that second platform, but at the same time, he needs his team to kind of back him up there to where they can open up a resupply spot for Jackal to come back up.
good cleanup going on here.
Smalley says the bot stopped her from sending too many yellow card emotes.
You got yellow carded by the bot.
It's football, folks. You only get 2, and then you get a red card. So maybe that's what the bot is programmed to
Yeah.
do.
Earth team is behind by 9,900
Before any Americans in
points.
the chat come after me with the football nonsense, get your hand egg out of here.
Oh, football season's almost back too. Love it.
It is almost back.
Yeah.
So, funny story, G&D. I'm actually a Dolphins fan. I know
Ugh.
you were a Patriots fan.
I could have sworn you were a
I have the
Patriots
tables
fan.
have turned.
That's annoying.
No.
Yuck.
My, how the tables have turned.
The Syracuse just kind of trying to run the clock out here, but
Yeah.
if LA's this is really good training actually for LA in this particular situation because they can work on their call outs, they can work on their end game hunt. Cody is very conspicuous in that closet there. Cubby.
Fire team
Yeah.
is leading by 11,000 points.
I mean, there's not much he could do. He's got no shots. But in this situation, Disco really needs to be chasing Cody, and I mean legally chasing him around the maze. But
Yeah.
they need to stick on him with glue. Maybe he doesn't know he's got no shots, but you can kind of tell by Cody's body language when Disco came around the corner that he has no shots. So,
Yep.
yeah.
The thing I would say also, like, LAPD kind of falling into Syracuse's same trap that avoided them getting that elim. They're just kind of hanging out. Like, they're not really moving a lot. They have the one person set up with Disco there on the switchback, but you want, like, them constantly moving, especially if you have one person left. You want to just be having someone follow that person, so they never get away to be able to do anything.
I said we roll
But
them
Odin's
in
just
that
gonna say, "Hey, I'm just gonna
Nerf
end it
festival
now."
Yeah.
GG.
Fire team is leading by 12,000 points.
But yeah, definitely
Good
a rough
win.
game for Syracuse in the mid game, but also definitely a good game from LAPD.
I've got Comp Geek in my ear in the background. I don't know if you're still there. Give me some tips on the the software that we're using. So hopefully I can pick your brain later on today, and we can make this thing even better than we've currently got it. That was a good game. I enjoyed that, and I enjoyed the fight back from LA. I know that they're going to be stoked to kind of pull that one back, especially after their, they almost got eliminated in the first one. Just someone that is more mathematically inclined than I am. Can someone do what the actual difference would have been had Syracuse gotten the elim in the first game? I don't know if anyone's got that data handy. I don't know how to figure it out. Don't you have jobs? No, Leech. We do not have jobs. Well, I don't. I can't have a job.